In this video, I'm gonna talk about a bear and breakfast. Sometimes the pool is an inch wide and an inch deep. That is okay. Sometimes it is all that is needed. A shot glass of a pool where all the boundaries are clearly defined and there are no surprises. Looking into the teacup that is the pool reveals a fun-looking pattern along the inner rim, and you might enjoy the shapes and colors for a minute or two. Looking into the contents of the pool reveals a little bit of liquid and a little bit of flavor. The relaxation category is like this for the most part. But I have been tainted. I have been led to believe that relaxation games are a trap for the naive, a horror waiting to spring onto an unsuspecting victim. I was never quite the same after playing Doki Doki Literature Club. It took me long hours before I dropped my guard and took this one for what it is. You are a bear. You manage a small network of bed and breakfasts. Even then, the word manage is pretty strong. The emphasis is not on the management part so much as it is on putting rooms together, laying down the furniture, and adding decorations partly to satisfy the game and partly to your own liking. Every aspect can be taken at whichever pace you choose. There is no ticking clock. The day counter exists only to stand there and look pretty. You could spend your entire life never taking a guest, and nobody will care. You are the ketchup of your adventure. You come out only when you are ready. Your guests initially demand nothing more than a modicum of comfort and decoration. As you improve the facilities, you obtain requirements for hygiene, food, and heating. All you need to do is satisfy the minimum. Despite what the game tells you, your guests are never too hot. The temperature shown on your screen is what is available. Your guest could crank the dial to 50 degrees Celsius if they really wanted to. But they will settle for the 24 degrees they have always wanted. Food is the introduction to consumable resources. Your guests cannot eat the comfortable furniture or the cute decorations, but they will definitely eat the food, and you will have to replenish the supplies. There is a trick to it if you really want to do the bare minimum, and I am certain that you will learn of the trick early on. I do not need to tell you. I feel that it is more natural if you learn how it works, and then make your own decision on how much or how little you want to get involved. You have no shortage of companions, and they will have their little quips and personalities to contribute to the adventure. Most of it will manifest as bargain bin philosophy, and it will be secondary to our friendly bear's naive and clueless interpretations of the world. Remember, however, this is you. You are the bear. You are here because you have unplugged your brain and placed it in the safety deposit box. And that is okay. Everything has been simplified. Everything has been rendered predictable. There are no nasty surprises. You soon learn where the resources happen to be because they respawn at the same places, and that is fully intentional. If you need something, you already know where to get it. If you need more of something, you can just come back later that day, or you can wait it out in peace, because nobody is rushing you, not once or ever. The only potentially nasty surprise is that you might progress some parts of the game too far ahead and have to entertain visitors whose standards are too high for what you can accomplish. Your money is depleted, you have not unlocked the next tier of decorations, and you find yourself with only few options. I heard that it was a thing back then. It feels like less of a thing now. In all cases, you can find a person or two who is willing to settle for less. Get them in there, your cash flow resumes, and all proceeds as it always has been. You could spend maybe 35 hours building your little empire in this corner of the country. Most of it will consist of getting your cash together and reinvesting it into your business. You might want to look into the automations that are available. I did not. I felt like I could handle all the little aspects of it. I simply chose to only keep a few of the facilities active, rather than all of them at the same time. Do you want to just do the starting facility, the dinky little shed, and take your guests only 2 or 3 at a time? You can. Do you want to power game the thing and have every single facility operating like a well-oiled machine? You are the bearer of your own destiny. Some people might find an issue with your approach, but they will never be able to obtain a grasp upon you. You are yourself. You decide how you want to do things. The simplicity is the freedom. The simplicity of the freedom is the rejection of the complexity. When the time is ripe, what the body needs is not a profound experience or an activity that demands critical thinking. There are moments in which it feels good to simply exist. In these moments, we can express ourselves not with the help of a masterpiece, but through that little flick of the wrist, through the choice of a piece of paper with gold lining, and that one pen with the glimmering pink gel. The masterpiece of today will be a grocery list, and it will be written in pink. All it takes is a surface enjoyment of the little things. Pleasures do not need a game plan every single time. They do not need to be part of an event, and they most certainly do not need to involve a ritual. We all have rituals, and sometimes we do not want to do them. It is Friday night. We could do what we do on Friday night, or we could choose to disregard what we usually do on Friday night. Just like in Dwarf Fortress, you do not need to dig too deep. The advantage is that getting sick and tired becomes next to impossible. The experience becomes a little vacation, a couple of hours spent away from everything beyond 6 feet of range. As friends and family frown at the sight of you as they struggle to tame their latest find as if it was a point of honor, you find comfort in the knowledge that simplicity will always remain immortal. In short, this game is a can of La Croix.
J'ai sauvé